Hello, I have Leanda with me. And Leanda, I would love to hear your story of your son David and his journey with TechnoTutor and what it means to you. So tell us about where David was a little while back.
Okay. So David was at the point where he was getting kicked out of school, getting expelled. There were a ton of behavior issues, challenges with other students, and lack of communication. And I was at the lowest point in my life as a parent. I didn't know what to do. He was behind. He got diagnosed with autism and ADHD, and I just felt stuck and hopeless.
Wow. And how old was David at this time?
At this time, David was 9.
Okay.
Yeah, David
Got
was
it.
9.
Because I remember when I first met David, he had a cast on his arm because he was upset with something. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Unable to communicate effectively, it came out through physical aggression and emotion just because he wasn't able to articulate verbally what was going on.
Yes. And so then I know you met Pedro. You had seen TechnoTutor. I know you saved up for a bit to get it. Real quick, I know from the schools, they were giving you their version of what they thought would be helpful, right? So you had like IEP, tutors.
Yep. So we tried the IEP plan for since David was 4, actually. As soon as he started school, I noticed David had challenges that he needed to overcome. So we had IEPs, we had special education teachers, OT therapists, regular therapy, and then we tried Huntington tutoring. I've literally tried everything. I even hired a special education teacher that focuses on English language and writing, and she tutored David, and I didn't see any progress with all of that. All of those tools and resources that I tried.
And just going through that, I have to ask, how did that feel when you're in the midst of that? Like, honestly.
It felt defeated. I felt like I was getting kicked. I felt like hopeless because I couldn't help my son who
Mhm.
needed help. And I was trying all of these things, literally trying everything.
And there was at one point a school that you were looking at, right? Or some sort of program. And how much was the school per year?
So there was a private Christian school that I was looking into, and the tuition was 29,000. With a scholarship, we would have gotten down to 10,000 without transportation or food.
And that's per year.
That is
So if
per year.
David were to do that, it'd be a lot of money over the next,
15,000, and they
yeah.
actually denied David because of his special needs. So because of his ADHD and his autism, he got denied, so he can't even have that opportunity.
So in your journey then, you got TechnoTutor, began using it with David.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't even every day, right?
No, we were very inconsistent. I tried my best.
So even with not even consistently using it, tell me about what happened then.
So this last school year, I've had TechnoTutor for less than a year. And this last school year, at the end of the year, we had our IEP meeting. That's where the principals, the special education coordinators and leaders, all of his teachers, we sit down at a table and we talk about David's progress and the plan for next year. And when we sat at the table, I was like shocked. The teachers had told me that David had gone up 5 levels in less than a year. From at the beginning when they tested him until the end of the year, he went up 5 levels. The only thing that changed was he was using TechnoTutor. And the teachers, the specialists, everybody was like, "We don't know how he did it. How did it happen?" And I knew. I knew it was TechnoTutor. I knew that this worked and this saved my family and my son and gave me hope. Hope for his future.
I love that. And I'll just say too, as I've known you for a little over a year now, and I've known David, just seeing David flourish. Like he'll come right up to me now. He'll have an idea of what he wants to do. We'll have events and things
Yeah.
like that. And he's just like, hey, let's go do this. Or hey, you got this riding lawnmower. Like, I want to go drive it. I was like, have you ever done this before? It's like, no, but I want to do it. And his confidence in doing it and doing it really well, I'm like, this is so awesome to see. So yeah, we wanted to make this video for families out there that are going through something even somewhat similar to show you there is a way forward. And if you want to connect with Linda or myself, we'll, make sure that that's by the video and you can reach out to us. So anything else you want to say?
No, I'm just looking forward to serving you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for watching.